Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the P Word Made podcast. I am your host, one of them, Michael Borders, homegrown, and your co-host is on here too, Skylar Evans, or Spivvy.
Yeah, you're right.
Welcome to the show. First off, I wanna start off by plugging off my merch. I'm selling
What merch do you have?
I'm selling mugs with penises on them.
No.
Because
What?
we're not. But
Is it going to like Make-A-Wish?
It's going to people who are victims of bullying on the internet.
Oh, like, are we like the bully hunters?
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's pretty stupid.
Micah, I don't know about you, but I have my bully hunter license.
Well, like, I think that me and you should join bully hunters.
I know, we should stop it before it happens.
Yeah, so...
This is not a game.
Yeah. Dude, okay, if that happened to me, I think that it wouldn't really, like, okay, so imagine you get killed by this guy, and they put that in the chat. Would that be likely to ruin your night, or would it just,
It would ruin my night, because, like, this person beat me at a video game who I've never even seen their face, and they told me this was not a game. It was on a personal level.
Dude, you should, like, make it physical. Like, bully hunters just go to people's houses and they beat the shit out of them. Harassment is a game. In real life.
They just go to their house and rape them. This is not a game. This is not a game.
Listen to me. Look at my eyes. It's not a game. Don't do it again.
The bully starts taking a shower and he starts crying like this is not a game.
You know, I was gonna bring up something. You know, I went to jail last week. It's pretty.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
It was Mr. Chapman's dumb French-looking self. This is why we talk about you on our podcast, because you're such a turd head. And like the reason why I don't even know why I got IST.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you skipped after school.
Oh yeah, well, I don't know why I got after school in the first place. It was just random because
Mr. Chapman is like, I don't know. You chose the wrong Civ starter.
You didn't choose Napoleon for the last time. He starts out with a musket. Listen to me. And you know, Mr. Chapman got a little salty because he came in and was like, "I've got work for you," and he gave me like 50 sentences.
Why?
Oh, I did I not tell you about this?
I know you did, but like, what did the sentences say?
Well, it was like a paragraph long, and he called it a sentence, and there were 50 of them. And he was like, they're going to have carpal tunnel by the time they get out. They told my period. And they're like, they're probably going to stay in for like the rest of the week. And I got out like the next day.
I don't know. What did the sentences say?
It said, like, it made everything really complicated. It's like, I admit that my actions contributed to disrupted instructions and that they led to consequences of carpal aerobics. It was like really long.
I wouldn't have done them. Screw him.
Josh did, and he still didn't do his.
I would have written like fake sentences and then gave it to him. Like, Mr. Chapman's a bitch. Mr. Chapman's a bitch. Mr. Chapman's a bitch. What? Did I tell you that?
I should have wrote down all the sentences, and like on the last sentence, just wrote down Mr. Chapman's look it in there. It's like on the last sentence.
He will never know. No, he will probably read every single sentence. He will know.
He seems like one of those people. He's like, I'm gonna make sure. just sits there late at night and he finds like one thing missing. Yeah, he gives me 50 more because he's salty.
What are you talking about? He thinks he's the most witty man alive.
He is witty. He's the most intelligent. He went to Yale.
Really?
No.
Oh.
No. I think he's that smart.
He only went to the most prestigious university. West Kentucky Tech.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, like, so I'm sitting there on ISD, and like, there's like these books that teachers just donate. So, like, I walked up in there, I stole a book, and didn't come back.
Really?
Yeah, no, I was like, hey, can I have this book? And she's like, do you like it? I'm like, yeah. She's like, have it. They're donated. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I'm probably taking away these kids who need it, but, you know, see ya. Not like they're gonna want to read it anyway. Didn't you have ISD 1 year, Skylar?
Last year.
Yeah, what was that like?
Josh was in mine too, and he just gave me a bunch of gum the whole entire time. I slept.
Did you get any smack? Get
No.
you any smack from the teachers?
No.
Tell you to stop sleeping. Ooh. Rebel without a cause.
I got out of ISD twice to do I got out of ISD twice to do 2 presentations.
Oh yeah, didn't you have you had it for 2 days, didn't you?
1 day.
Oh, what was the story behind that?
This girl's making fun of me, so I went up to her. I was like, "Bitch, stop staring at me before I get gonorrhea."
I remember that whole story.
Because you were there, because you only made me say it.
I didn't make you say it.
No, you made me say that, like, just then.
Oh, yeah. I was just trying to... Well, anyway, I was there, and the girl walked up and smacked his glasses off.
Yeah, then my mom snitch. My mom snitch.
Why'd you even tell her?
I didn't.
Wait, who told her then?
She heard, like, me or you talking about it or something.
No, that makes sense. You're probably just, like, walking on and be like, Mom, the best thing just happened. A girl touched me on my face.
Well,
Roasted.
At least the girl, like, touches me at all.
That's where you're mistaking. If you don't remember, I'm not going to list any names, but I'm not going to list the situation either, but sexual assault. Yep. Dig in, kid.
No.
Yep. See, I'm trying to get Skylar into League of Legends, but he won't ever try.
The game is fucking dumb. Just by looking at it. I can tell by looking at it, I would not enjoy it.
You literally have not played it.
Well, it looks dumb.
You know, I said that too, but then I watched a video, so that's how I know you didn't watch a video of it.
Yeah, because I don't watch League videos, because League streamers are really boring. They just sit there, the camera just focused on their eyes and forehead and make dumb jokes every 50 seconds.
Well, I don't think it's really about the streamers. I think it's just about watching the game.
Well, then, why wouldn't people play the game? It's free.
It gets intense.
Oh, okay.
People who are more good at the game play it better, and it gets more intense.
I like Tyler 1, but whenever he streams League, I'm out of there, bud.
Well, like, okay. So, think about it like this. People play football, but they might like watching football.
I hate football, too.
Okay. I'm using an analogy. I'm saying that people may like watching football more because the people who they are watching are better at it, so therefore they can have better games.
But your analogy, for one, is very flawed. Because the difference between football and League of Legends is that You know,
Not really, no.
you gotta be in shape to do football most of the time. But in league, you know, you can just
You gotta be mentally in shape.
no. I don't want to play league. I don't like competitive
Okay,
games because you know.
the whole point of it is to like build a team and work with your team and use
I
cooperatives.
don't like working with the team. I play solo. I'm a lone wolf.
Well, you're gay, so
Hey, hey.
I'm just saying.
Why'd you have to say that for?
I'm only calling it like I see it.
I'll call you like I see it. Micah Borders is a bitch.
Where'd you get that from? The
Your mother last night.
You would not say that to my face.
Nigga, I've said that to your face so many times. Pull up with your bitch ass and I'll show you what a real gangster can do.
You know, tomorrow I'm gonna get Blake Abernathy to record me knocking you out.
Oh, okay. Imagine just Blake Abernathy. He's like, beat that nigga ass.
Dude, something crazy happened
What?
this morning. I already told you about this, but you know, it's something to tell. Okay, so I'm on the toilet, stroking the turkey. Um, you know, like as you do on the toilet, but like, so finna nut, and I hold my breath. I stand up. I stand up so I can nut in the toilet, and I nut, and I fall in the bathtub because I pass out. I pass out, and yeah. So, like, my parent checked on me, and I'm like, uh, uh just lost my balance, Dad. While I was
Oh, this is the
peeing.
second time this week, Micah. He puts weights on you so you won't fall over. What would you do if your dad just walked in and he saw you like face first in the bathtub with your pants pulled down?
Probably cry.
Well,
I mean, it's a dead son, so. I mean, no matter how stupid his death is, hopefully. I mean, it's like that one incident. Every time I go to the bathroom, it just makes me wear concrete shoes.
you gotta wear a booster seat.
It's my wireless charger.
Okay, I know this has probably been like meme to death, but did you see the Zuckerberg booster seat?
Yeah, I don't know literally how in any alternate reality why you would pick a booster seat. Why you would sit in it. It seems like we're in the only alternate reality that where he sits in the booster seat. We're the lucky ones. I don't know how anyone would do that.
Well, I don't. Did you hear him like do that laugh?
What?
It was like, yeah. During the summoning, the Senate summons Mark Zuckerberg.
Dude, when they were questioning him, they're making pretty good points on him, and like they were like, Mark Zuckerberg, would you mind telling me who you texted last night and what you were texting about? He's like, no, I would not tell you. And like they're like making like actual arguments. Like they're saying like, why would you take information if you wouldn't want your information out? He's like, what a bunch of retards. Like laughing with his lawyers. And like he just like an idiot. God, I hate Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark, give me the Zuck. What?
you seen that video where he's like, what's the Zuck? What's C? What's that even mean?
Did you see that one time Mark Zuckerberg's contact fell out and you saw a lizard eye?
Yeah. So this morning I participated in a 4chan raid, and it was for a good cause. It was to stop all the nasty things.
Yeah, it was a lolly thread.
Yeah, we'd get on there and we'd post poop, people eating poop.
Yeah, you posted it to me for some reason. I didn't want it.
Because it was gross. It was really nasty. I almost vomited looking at it.
I didn't. I've seen worse.
Like I looked at it and like I was just dry heaving like for like 5 seconds. That one's like the nastiest one too because like balls like hairy and stuff and like it's just really gross. Okay, well like anyway. We usually do this at the beginning of the stream, but how was your weekend, bub?
Yeah, tomorrow's Monday.
I know, but it's the weekend still.
I did nothing.
You didn't do nothing.
Earlier today, I almost died because I was walking, trying to lose a couple pounds for the prom, and this giant pit bull starts running at me. So, starts barking and everything, and put my arm right in front of my face because I didn't want the pit bull to hit my face. I'd rather it, hit my arm. That would be better,
Did you tell your mom?
Yeah.
Did she go up to the neighbor and was like, listen here, you sack of garbage?
No, it was like a neighbor, but it was like not. It was like far away.
Oh. She come knock him out.
Yeah, so the dude was running at me, and he was about to lunge right, but then he just stopped and walked on. It was like a message from God saying, "Yo, you better get
stop being atheist." Believe in me, bro. Okay, so all on ISD, Coach Jordan.
Yeah.
Sorry, but he's a really cool coach. A lot of people have mixed opinions about him, they say he's rude and stuff, but I think he's kind of funny. But I mean, I think he kind of took it a little far with what happened. What I'm fixing to tell you, but he was taking care of the ISD class, and there was this kid. I'm not gonna tell you his name, but
Scab Boy.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna make fun of him, but the kid has a skin condition.
Sure, it's not because he just licks everything.
I mean, it's gross to look at, but I don't really know his problem.
It's like ever seen the Thing from Fantastic Four? He's gonna look like that one day.
Dude, boy hunters are gonna be busting down your door if you don't stop.
That's the one. That's the one. He's the one. He's the one.
Boy.
Shut pussy.
Okay, well anyway, so Connor walks up.
And, you just said his name, dumbass.
Crap. Well, he walks up and he hands in his work, and the black kid that is really rude sometimes, but he's very boisterous, very rude to people who he doesn't know. He's typically a nuisance at most points. People have mixed opinions about him, but I don't like him.
Well, it's not like every single person at our school is a politician.
I'm just saying, I'm giving you the analytics, but I'll put on my Super Saiyan what's it, a scouter. I put on my scouter and like.
Micah Borders, he's a pretty big YouTuber, 1 million subs.
Okay, but like he walks up, he hands in his work, and the kid, the rude one, is like, "Bruh, get away from me! I don't know what you got." And like the kids start laughing. Everyone in the class is like laughing, and like it's like I'm like, oh man, this is kind of sad, but like I'm probably like the only one who's like, well, no, there were like a few other kids. I think Jake was like was like concerned, but Jordan was like, yeah, man, go sit down before he roast you more. And it was like, what? What? Well, like, well, no, I don't think it was like that. I think he was just like, go sit down and stop arguing with the.
Oh, you idiot! You idiot! You idiot! Oh my god! Oh, he will come for us, Micah. You decided that way.
Oh my god, I have a funny story about him. Okay, so like, I was wearing this brown jacket.
Oh yeah.
And we were walking behind him, and I was talking to Scour, and I was like, "Shut up with your doo-doo brown," like, and like, and he turned around, and he was like, "What you talking about, fool?" And like, he looks like he's fixing to punch me or something. He's like, "Oh, I'm talking to Scour, talking to this kid," and he's like, "Oh, okay." Made a fool of himself for no reason. Pretty I don't know.
You can't call him a fool. He will come for you.
He's a fool.
Oh, you better stop. You better stop. You better stop, man. You better stop.
He's gonna beat me up.
He is.
Okay, like, I'm not really. We've been over this before with different people, but I'm not really afraid of people who are muscular. The most they can do is beat me up, per se. But,
yeah, like it's just more like, you know, it's school.
At the end of the day, who's gonna look more like a grown up in that situation? It's gonna look more be me because I'm not gonna.
I don't fight. I don't fight. Okay. Here's why.
Well, I mean, if you really can't take a joke, then what's the honestly?
You can't take. It's just irony, you dumbass.
You need to be euthanized.
I know.
Well, anyway.
It's just irony. Oh my gosh, it's just irony. What are you talking about?
Well, no, that wasn't irony. It was a critique of his personality. I think that he's a really rude person.
Micah.
Well, anyway, well, that goes down, and basically the whole day in that cell, that hell of a place.
Hell in a cell.
So I got chicken salad that day, and the ranch was god awful.
Really?
Yeah, that's basically what I had to say.
The ranch. People had a lot of mixed opinions on the ranch, but you know what? It's like, you know.
Let me put on my scouter. Check if this thing's okay. No, that was basically my day summed up in honesty. So, to hear about Syria?
Yeah.
Hear about Syria?
Yeah.
Dude, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
As long as it doesn't affect me, I will be fine. I will be fine. Nothing has changed around me. If I had no TV, I would notice nothing until the day of my death, until Russia drops bombs on me.
Russia said that there will be consequences. I don't know what that means, but it might mean that they...
Hopefully they target some big city and not Paducah, Kentucky, because if they target Paducah, Kentucky...
Dude.
If they're... Hey, Russia, if you're listening in, if you drop it on Paducah, Kentucky, I will get in a bathtub, survive, swim the freaking Atlantic Ocean, and come straight for Moscow, swear to God.
Should gather up an army.
I will.
The original Bolshevik.
I know.
Okay, so basically, the whole ordeal that went down was that Assad is back at it, gassing the civilians, and we had to put our nose in it.
And then Trump was like, "Your name has ass in it."
in Russia, like, there will be consequences for this. So, just letting you know.
That's like whenever like you bully a white kid and he says that and you don't notice.
Dude, Russia's that the school shooter. There
He
will be
is.
consequences. 2 days later, we're not gonna see it coming.
We're not, but I don't know.
You know. Okay. Well, the funny thing is that in a 2000 warhead scenario, Paducah, Kentucky is getting like shot directly by warhead.
Well, I'm just saying. Oh, I have a pistol. You know,
But
if
the good
it's
thing
coming
is,
down, I'll shoot it with my pistol and explode midair.
I think it's got armor plating that will block the bullet.
Well, I'll just get in the bathtub.
Well, like, okay. So, but the good news is that in a 500 warhead scenario, we're in a 500 warhead scenario. It wouldn't hit Paducah at all, except for like Fallout. But who cares about that?
Okay, so what's gonna happen is, Micah, I'm gonna get in a bathtub, and then I'm gonna have a Fallout journey, meet a girl, we're gonna get like fake married, and then we're gonna have kids in the post-apocalyptic universe. That's what's gonna happen.
We should we're gonna I want to survive, and I'm gonna make a boat, and we're gonna recolonize Africa.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Wouldn't Africa just be like,
Well, I mean, it's free for the taking. No white man left, so, since I'm the only one left, I might as well go over there and govern it.
What happened to Africa? Why are they so far behind?
Well, here's the thing, basically, the reason why they're so behind is because of
It's because of tradition?
No, Northern Africa is actually, like, up to date, but...
Yeah, but, like, that's Egypt.
Because they live in the desert. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Well, Australia lives in a desert.
Yeah, but they're white, so it's different.
Oh. Do you know India is the most racist place on earth?
You know Gandhi actually, sympathized with Hitler? I'm not even joking.
What do you say?
He said that Hitler wasn't as bad as people say he is.
Yeah, it was the parents' fault.
You need to raise your kids. Last time I'll say it, Gandhi will come over there and nuke you, but he avoids saying swears because, he's Indian. Wait, he's Gandhi, not Indian. Okay.
Remember when Gandhi was like the amazing atheist for a couple seconds? He was like, I like Christianity, but I don't like any of you Christians. Gandhi on theguywiththeglasses.com.
Dude. Okay, this was a good it's a little off topic, but it's necessary to continue a healthy conversation. Skylar was here. I was really ticked off Saturday morning when I woke up and I had an email saying that I had a video taken down. So I got on and repealed it. And this is exactly what I said. This is why you mother effers got shot up in the first place. And lo and behold, 2 hours later, it gets reinstated.
They know, Micah, they know. They know that you're the son of the future sheriff of Bellwood County.
They're like, on further inspection, we realize that your video does not violate our laws. It has been reinstated. You are now in good standing of YouTube policy. I still have one strike, though, so because of Skylar's dumb video.
What video?
The video of you passing out, because it was it was dangerous.
Hey, I have a video of you just putting a camera in your mouth, and I called that top quality vor videos, and that got taken down.
Oh yeah, didn't you get a strike for that?
Yeah. It goes
Okay,
away
so
in
then
like
where you go?
copyright, like strikes like that though only take like 3 months to go away.
No, it takes a couple.
I'm going to bed. Who you talking to?
Micah.
Oh, I said hi. Why?
Hi.
I'm going to bed. Please don't stay up past 10. That's past 10.
I won't. I won't, Mom.
What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What's so funny, Micah?
It's just a situation.
What is he talking?
He can't hear you.
Oh.
I have my headphones in.
Alright.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen.
Boy.
At least my mom actually checks up on me, unlike your parents.
What?
At least my mom actually checks up on me.
Hey, I'd rather. I mean, it's funny. It's good for the street. It's good. It's good for.
It's good for business.
It's good for this, but.
Micah Borders is a corporate bitch.
Wait, we don't go into that.
Hey.
Oh yeah, it's my birthday today. I forgot to say that.
Oh, you forgot it was your birthday.
You know, I actually did. Yeah. I think the only reason, tomorrow I get 2 candy bars from Mr. Wizenby. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because our teacher, he recorded us and sent it to because he thought I would have the best class, and he recorded us, and I was like, "You're good." So he's gonna give us like a full size candy bar, and he's giving me 2 because it's my birthday. So,
I asked for dry ice. No, not I asked for ice.
What do you ask for?
Ice. I asked for ice.
Your birthday's in summer.
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably just gonna give it to you like the day before you leave, but.
Yeah, if he doesn't give me ice, do you know how pissed I will get?
I asked for a water, to be honest. But then I was like, hey, can you actually give me a Twix? I'm not really feeling a water. He's like, yeah, man.
No, yeah, you do your secret handshake.
Okay, in ISD, he gave us like our assignment, like he passed by and fist bumped me. So
he
that's nice.
He knows the hood.
He does. And just leave him a lot of crap. But he's pretty, at least to me, he's pretty cool. But
only reason why our one friends say that is because they always in class talk to someone and like pretend like they can do it for some reason, even though they can deliberately not. Even though.
Okay, hold on. Continue. No, we'll do it after. Continue.
Do what after, huh?
I was gonna say something like actually really important.
Okay, then say it.
Okay. Did you hear about what happened with that one kid? Now Mr. Wizenby pushed him up against the wall.
Those are allegations. I don't think Mr. Listenby's lawyer would be really happy of us saying that.
Oh well, okay. Well, he allegedly pushed a kid into a wall, and because the kid was like, "Boy, you a pervert! What's what?" You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Abby Turner, shout out to her. Shout out to Abby Turner. She informed me on the situation. Shout out to you, Abby.
Yeah, shout out to Abby, and no, she's probably not gonna. If she does watch it, she's probably gonna watch.
She'll probably say she did, but if I asked her about it, she'll like, "Yeah, I watched it."
She's gonna watch like the first quarter.
Yeah, and she'll leave. Screw you, Abby. I hate you.
We give Jaden a lot of crap, but he actually watches the full stream.
Yeah, you know.
Not the full stream, the full video.
Joe, shout out to Jaden. Shout out to Jaden.
It's very impressive.
Check out Jaden Weaver Splitcast. Check out the Jaden.
Yeah, well, it's very impressive because I don't think I'd even watch like an hour of your video.
Yeah, I can't even do it. I can't even watch this. Like, we should,
Actually, whenever I upload this, like I upload these videos, I usually watch the whole thing just to make sure it's like funny.
Yeah.
And you know, the second one's probably like the funniest in my opinion.
I like
The first one was.
I like the first one.
The first one was okay.
Yeah.
The second one was oof. The long-haired Casca.
Okay.
Dude, um, have you ever read a Diary of a Kid book?
Yeah, I read like 3 of them in a day.
Shouldn't he like graduated school by now?
I don't know. When I went like the Attitude Era of Diary of the Wimpy Kid, where it's like, we are not children's book anymore. And he
Okay,
grows up and he like gets raped. But you know what? Whatever.
dude, before Monkey Jones made that video, I always didn't like Greg's character.
Yeah, he's a
I thought he was
dick.
like I couldn't really see through his point of view. I thought he was like, wait, why?
Because he's a sociopath. He is a sociopath.
Yeah, and I agree with that with
And
Monkey
then
Jones' video.
Jeff Kennedy's like, no.
Why don't you just go with it? It'll make your story like a lot more interesting.
I know. He goes to the counselor. He's a sociopath, and his mom looks at him really differently now.
I mean, the story like it wouldn't make the story like it'd probably make it more interesting knowing that it's a sociopath because I mean probably give some insight that not all sociopaths are like serial killers, but
Then Greg changed his name to Elliot.
So did you hear about having an H3H3?
The transgender thing, I don't know the context behind it. I don't know what he said, but I know it like...
Okay, well basically what happened was in the original tweet, he said my pee-pee touched the inside of a toilet bowl. I can't go on. I might as well cut my own wee-wee off. And he says, my name is Ellen now. You can only call me Ellen. This is going off my memory, so don't take it verbatim, but, and like this one girl, like, it could have been like a joke, but she copied and pasted Ethan is a transphobe like 8 times. And like, Ethan made a video about it. He was like, if you're offended by it, just know that just because you're offended by it doesn't mean that the joke itself is relatively offensive, which makes sense,
Yeah, I don't think he should have made that video at all, because here's why.
I really don't think he should have.
For one, so what if they're offended? Move on. The leftists will not win. These liberals will not take our free speech. Just saying.
Are you mocking me?
I'm just saying. I see whenever I see a dumb liberal, I just like try to pack a fat lip and just move on.
Honestly, as a person who...
Oh, I get it, Micah. You're a libertarian. Okay.
No,
I have both left and right views. Mm-hmm.
A liberate?
Libertarian.
Oh, I thought you said liberate. What?
You're illiterate. You're illiterate.
Liberate, okay. I mean, I just believe in basic freedoms, so... But I don't think I'm very libertarian, because, like, hardcore libertarians, they believe that all drugs should be legal, but I think that I don't think meth should be legal, but I think that marijuana should be. Like...
What was that one black guy's name in the 60s who was, like, civil rights dude?
Martin Luther King Jr.?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
What? No, I was really confused. I was like, did he forget his name?
Yeah, I did for a second. I knew it was Martin, But if it was like Martin, like only reason I knew that because it was like the same dude from the '90s who had that sitcom who was also black. His name was Martin, so I knew his first name was Martin, but I didn't know the other two.
You know, while we're on the topic of politics, you know, I'm not saying that people aren't racist and people like, black being oppressive to black people is not a thing. But like to say that white people are privileged and
Yeah.
that
If white people were privileged, you would see like sports are dominated by black people. If white privilege existed, you would not see that at all. Just saying.
yeah, that's black privilege. I'm not gonna steal anybody's joke, but I'm pretty sure someone else said that. Quoted by who said that? I don't know. I've heard someone say that black privilege joke.
I don't know. It just it's just it's oppression is a dumb word because not that many people have truly experienced it.
Yeah.
And people think they know what it is, even though they don't, because their stupid parents told them a stupid definition. Because unless you were black and you went through the 60s, you do not deserve to say that at all.
Same thing with fascism. Nobody really know. Like people who use that word don't really know what that word means.
No. Donald Trump isn't a fascist. You know why? Because I have not experienced one fascist thing living in Western Kentucky.
But like the whole definition of fascism, if you even like open up a textbook one time in your life, it's just that it's kind of like communism, but basically instead of getting rid of class divisions, it's like dividing it up into different tiers of race quality. It's weird, but it's kind of like the opposite of communism.
Yeah, and I would say there is a problem with Black America, and it's both parties' fault, really. For one, I think there are actually some people, I'm not saying all, who, I don't know, just, there's a sociological problem, and that isn't helped by the fact that for some reason, black people just want to fit into a stereotype. I'm not saying all black people, just saying that a small minority want to fit into the stereotype, and it makes all the others look bad.
Yeah, very tacky say this. I'm just not gonna go into that one.
What? You're not gonna go into it? What?
He's saying that. Okay, I'm not. I agree. Like I see what you're saying, but you said it in a weird way. It seems like you're like black people fit into a stereotype, and that stereotype is like really bad.
Well, no, they're trying to fit into it for some reason. I don't know, not why.
You mean like okay? I think say it like this: black people are known for being like it's stereotyped that they are like gangsters.
Yes, they try to be gangsters, and if I see murder in a movie, I'm not going to do it.
Here,
but
I'll say it better for you, so it doesn't seem racist. Gangster culture is just glorified for both like any race.
I know,
really.
But mainly for African Americans because it's also like it is glorified for all the other races, but especially for them because it's portrayed as the only way you can get out of poverty, which it isn't.
Yeah, they see like all these like they see Dr. Dre, they see Eminem. They're like, I can do that, and they end up going to jail.
And also, that's the thing. Okay, Little Pump, 17 years old, multi-millionaire for slurring his words on a beat and saying it over and over again, okay? What kind of example does that set?
Well, you can really say that about anything, dude.
Well, the difference between, a NWA and a Little Pump You might say NWA's message was kind of, stupid at some point, but Little Pump has no message. He just repeats slurs and stupid fucking repetitive shit over and over again. And somehow, some way, Anthony Fantano gave him a 7.
This is what this is becoming to.
It's just so dumb.
Okay, like, I've gotta say, like, I feel like, culture is just down the crapper these days, and I don't necessarily...
Nathaniel Chapman, back at it again.
Okay, well, like...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I already talked to, like, I went on a rant with, like, Skyward. I was just talking about how kids that in my generation...
My generation, man.
Okay, shut up. Okay, so, like, the kids in my generation, they, like, people, the adults try to give them a voice and make them empowered.
Mm-hmm.
But what they end up doing is they create this, like, with, like, the walkout thing, like, people... What's the point of even walking out if, like...
Says the person who walked out.
Yeah, because I wanted to talk to my... I don't know, I was just trying to get out of class, but...
Oh, you lost respect. Oh, yeah. I don't really care.
I mean...
I did it for, like, the people who died.
I want to be... No, you did not, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. Like... I don't... Like, it feels like... I'm going to get back to my topic, actually. I'm not going to stray off, but... Okay, so... People try to empower kids by giving them a voice, and it just creates, like, stuff... Just creates entitlement.
Yes.
And, like, they don't have... Like... You have conscripts talking off to officers in the military.
Yes.
You have students talking off teachers, but, like,
if you like,
deserves...
it's okay to have a fantasy of telling off a teacher. Every kid has that. I do. And if I want to say something to a teacher, I keep it in out of respect for me and everyone involved in the classroom.
Teachers deserve some amount of respect. They went to school, they got their degree.
Yeah, and the fact that they're a teacher is depressing enough. I cannot imagine being a teacher. If I was a teacher, I would be depressed every single day of my life.
Well, like, I feel like that, like, okay, it's one thing, like, if you're just standing up for what you believe in and stuff like that, but, like, kids will just, like, they'll just talk out of class and...
I know. These, like, okay, I don't want to cut you off or anything, but I swear to God, every single time, it's just like, I don't know, they start talking for no reason, It's just keep on going with their dumb mouths. They need to keep it shut.
Okay, like, I'm starting... I used to...
Micah's going off!
Okay, no, I used to joke around in class a lot, but then, like, I started to realize, like, they give the teacher the floor. They're trying to teach you. They're trying to do their job. Just let them do what they gotta do.
Yeah.
And
just stay quiet for 8 hours. Can you do that?
For the few exceptions when you feel like that what they're doing is bullcrap, or what they're... Like, if they're just getting on you for no reason, just wait till after class. They don't, they deal with too many kids already with their stupid shenanigans.
Well, this might be a really dumb analogy, but Micah, think of an airplane back in the 1900s, okay? Now think of a modern airplane, okay? Now, think of a classroom back in the 1900s, okay? Now, think of a modern classroom. What has changed? What has changed, Micah?
It can hold more people.
Yes. That's it. Also, you can get on the Kindles to play Kahoot, and that's about it.
Okay, yeah, but that kind of... I was saying all that because it brings me to another point. People are not going to go to work with a good work ethic. They're not going to listen to their boss. They're not going to do anything, because kids nowadays don't have respect for anything. And it just...
Yeah. Also, it's the fact that, like, just people like this generation in general, like they want to be like, I'm gonna make a difference. I want to do something that makes a difference. You know.
I know
So
people say like, I want to be like famous when I grow up. They don't really focus on how though. They don't. They they, they don't know what they're gonna do. They just like be famous. It's one thing to be like, I'm gonna like I'm gonna try to improve medicine and make it better for everybody. I'll write my name down in history books. I'll be remembered for that guy who cured cancer. But people just are just like, I want to be famous. I want to. There's really no methodical reason. I'm just it's nice.
well, like
You know,
everyone has those fantasies of going on Jimmy Fallon, because it's basic, being famous is a want that everyone secretly wants, but
yeah, but you
that is
gotta.
a want, not a need. I know that I'm not going to be famous, so I'm not even going to try. I'm going to try to get a job that I want to do, and just do it.
Well, I have. See, I think everybody has at least like a dream. I have a dream, and I have multiple. You know, I want to. It's just you do too. You probably have some things that you want to accomplish in your life, but it's probably not going to happen. You just.
Yeah.
But I think what people like where kids are messing up nowadays is they see all these stupid people on Instagram, and they see
Yeah.
them like example Supreme Patty. They see them all doing this stupid
I
stuff.
know. Like, I bet, like, some girls at our school are going to grow up and they're just going to shake their ass on Instagram and they're going to make their living by posting pictures of their vagina on a premium Snapchat that you have to pay $10 a month for.
Wait, premium Snapchat? What's that?
You never heard of that?
No, I have not
It's
used
where
Snapchat.
it's where you pay to get a girl's private Snapchat, and it's like you pay, she writes your name down, and like you get in, and then like so you can't tell her like your friends or anything. It's like a slot that's open. It's good. Like 10 slots open now. Come get it.
That's pretty weird.
I know, but
Wait,
it's all like Instagram thought thing. I follow a lot of Instagram thoughts because for one, it's like kind of fascinating that someone can do this, and sometimes they're not really above the age of 18. So I get like really mad at it. Like I saw this like one girl in high school, shaking off her butt. And I was like, where is your mom? Where's your mom?
yeah. And this is also a problem. I feel like kids don't really like respect their parents. They don't realize
I
like
know.
what they do. Like, okay, just think about it. I listen to some people complain about like how their parents are punishing them in some way, and just like, okay, well, you did something stupid.
Yeah.
Just
Like, okay, I over complain about my mom a lot, but that's, just hyperbole, I know I'm exaggerating, you know. It's just random talk. But these kids are being serious. They're like, ugh, my mom's such a bitch. Why? I shot some kid in the leg on accident and she's taking my phone away.
she's taking my guns. This is America, Mom.
Bub, you can't have your guns. Because you called the
And
kid a
by the
nigger.
way, I have a pretty good argument for the whole you don't need these types of guns. You know, uh, the whole point of right to bear arms is that when the government gets a little bit too hands-on and they control everything, we have a way to revolt. That's the whole point.
And also, do you know how many mass stabbings there have been in other countries? Taking away guns, like, okay, I think taking away guns might solve the problem a little bit. But that's just a little bit.
No, But
There's
you're
been a
mis-
lot of mass stabbings with scissors of all things in schools. Like I saw one time in like Japan, this kid took some scissors and killed like 13 kids. It's probably because he had samurai training or something, am I right?
yeah, karate or something. But I mean, Skylar, you're kind of missing the point. The the whole our jewel in America is that we have guns because we can revolt whenever we want.
Well then why don't we
Therefore,
revolt?
because there's no point.
Well, they're
There's
gonna
no
take
reason.
away our guns, so then why don't we revolt?
That's what's gonna happen. So there are gonna be some
Gee,
people who get there are gonna be some people who get really mad because they're passed a bill that
they'll just
bans
amend the
guns, and they're gonna
Constitution. It's gonna happen. They'll amend the Constitution so that that can't happen.
you can't do they're called inalienable rights for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know. He'll just like take the Constitution and rip it. Like, what you gonna do now?
Honestly, though, like if you're really gonna shoot up a school, and you have the intent to kill someone, you'll find someone to do it, even though you don't have any guns.
Yeah, but you won't lie that it helps a little bit. It's like okay, I'm not okay. Just AR-15s. Just like my sister, my niece has like 3 unlicensed AR-15s in her house.
Okay, that's fine. Take those away.
Yeah.
I agree that there should be some like mental health,
I'm not like a liberal or anything. Just saying. I
I
just
think
you know.
I agree that there should be some mental health evaluation before, and stuff like that before you get a gun. But I don't think you should ban it.
I'm not saying ban
Not
it.
even
I'm not
assault
saying
rifles.
like they should ban it. I'm just
I
saying,
don't
you
know.
know.
I'm just
Also,
saying.
like those those things are meant for war. Like you can have a pistol, you can have a shotgun, but like AR-15s are meant for war, and I get the whole revolt thing, but when that was happening, we only had muskets, and now we have a bunch of other things. So I'm pretty sure if a revolution did happen,
Exactly.
the government would just dominate us.
No, but if the whole no, if the whole country's behind it though, there's really nothing they can do. Well,
Well, the
okay,
whole country won't be
literally.
behind it though, unless
Have
things
you
get
ever
really
you know
bad.
have you ever heard of the Civil War, Scholar?
Well, that was over like this is just guns. That's
Okay,
pretty
well,
much it, though.
you're saying that nobody would be behind it, or like not everybody would, but at
Well,
least like a fair amount of people would.
starting
If
a
there was
war just about guns and then like killing a lot of
no,
people
I'm not.
just because
Scholar,
of
you're missing the point.
what's the point
I'm
then?
saying I'm saying that having the right to bear arms in the first place was meant to revolt. So if things got a little bit too authoritarian, we could take them out.
Because they're going to take our guns.
And it's inalienable, so people in the future couldn't take guns away.
Oh,
That's why people.
I'm not
I'm
okay.
not. I don't believe this myself, but people who make conspiracy theories, they say that they're trying to take guns away because they're trying to take over. They're trying to start an authoritarian leadership, and like it's people like that who are going to start the revolution for guns. I'm
Well,
just saying.
Australia, they took away AR-15s and they haven't had a mass shooting for a long time.
Okay, well, people. That's a different culture, man.
Okay, so then how do we fix this problem?
You just gotta. You just gotta think about it more
I wish
security.
we'd like okay, this is a Jim Jeffries joke, but like if they just had muskets, they would just clog them up and forget about it because it took too long.
There was actually a school shooting in the 1700s. I think I already said something about this.
He probably shot like one kid and had to clog up again, and
No, he shot like 3. I said this in the last one though. How
yeah,
much? What's the time on this?
almost an hour.
Yeah, I think we should probably stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Good. Good.
Okay, so that
Good.
was
Good.
B Made Podcast
Good.
and signing out.